Bishop as a challenger?
I think you're an idiot for asking me that question. You get paid to do this? It's your first show? Challenger. I think it'll be a challenge not to kill Andre Bishop. Little Andre can't even throw a punch without breaking his hand.
Those were Isaac Frost's words just a few short months ago after Andre Bishop apparently hurt his hand in a fight right here on ESPN. After only taking a short break to let the hand mend, Andre Bishop back in action tonight against heavyweight contender Reggie Stewart. Many are interested to see if the injury will have lingering effects on Bishop in what should be a very entertaining heavyweight matchup. Let's go back ringside to Joe and Teddy.
Boardwalk Hall here in Atlantic City, the next stop for the heavyweight career of one Andre Bishop.
How's it feel?
Feels good. Feels real good.
Good. Because you gotta knock this guy out with him. It's time to show the world that Andre Bishop is as good as new.
Andre Bishop's making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be in battle there in the ring. Stewart's on his way to the ring. You can see it in his eyes. You just know he's got that feeling tonight. And the answer to the question everybody wants to know may come here in round number one. How healthy is Andre Bishop's right hand against Reggie Stewart? Stewart's a smart fighter, and in doing so, the smart thing to do for him would be to utilize his jab. He's got a good one.
Yeah, and he's confident with it. See, it's one thing having a good one. You know how many people out there are good at certain things, but they don't have the confidence, they don't know it. He knows that he's good with it. That's the key.
Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. I hope Reggie Stewart didn't think Andre Bishop wasn't going to throw that right hand. He has no qualms about letting it go. Good right hand by Stewart. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Nice work, the left hand to the head. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. How do you define consistency when you describe the fact that among this matchup you're looking for guys to be more consistent? Which guy's going to be more consistent? How do you define that?
Just in one area, when they get inside, for example, Joe, every once in a while somebody takes a little bit of a break. Yeah, there's working, but all of a sudden one guy's arm goes behind the other guy. I'm looking to see who keeps both hands free.
Up top with the right hand. Stewart's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Well, if Bishop can string together a few rounds like that, this is going to be a very easy fight for him.
Well, he looks like a confident fighter. All that amateur background is really showing.
Nice work, G.
Here we go. Round two is underway. A well-placed left hand up top. Good flush shot by Andre Bishop. That right hand over the top lands flush. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
That's a fierce left hand that landed by Stewart. And there's a right hand by Andre Bishop, and another. That's a good sign. Little head hunting with the left. Good headshot by Andre Bishop. That's a damaging blow. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Stewart's jab can do so much there. He used it well that time.
Finish with the hook. Finish with the hook.
Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Andre Bishop.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Andre Bishop. Bishop's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. What a thudding shot he just landed.
Well, he left the left hand out there a little lazy, and he crashed it over.
And that does it for this round.
Your distance, all right? Now listen to me. Your best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That will keep him away.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. The uppercut lands. Reggie Stewart now finding that target. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Andre Bishop. For those of you who question Andre Bishop's broken right hand, here's a good example of how he feels about it. He's throwing it. Bishop's right hand scores well. There he is zoning in, the old 1-2. Stewart's cut is clearly in the area of his mouth. You can see blood coming from his mouth.
1-2.
Looks to the head. Targeting that straight left hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Boy, that's a good uppercut by Reggie Stewart, isn't it? Bishop's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Stewart's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Solid right by Andre Bishop. Stewart's bang to the noggin. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Andre Bishop. Stewart's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
Doubling up the jab by Andre Bishop. And this round comes to an end.
Good round, kid. Your right's looking good. Let's keep feeling it out. Let me know how it feels, all right? If it doesn't feel 100%, let's lighten it up on it, okay?
Here we go with the 4th round. Andre Bishop utilizing that right hand well. There's no doubt in my mind that it is fully healed. And a strong offensive showcase, the combination by Andre Bishop.
Keep pushing.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Well-targeted double jab by Stewart. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Reggie Stewart. Double jab by Andre Bishop. That's nice work by Bishop there, landing the left hand. Solid right by Andre Bishop. And now now he's targeting upstairs. Stewart's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel it, because, I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Effective work with that flush overhand right. He gets off with a combination up top. Whether or not Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed, the bottom line is he continues to have success with it here tonight against Reggie Stewart. Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Nice work on the outside. Nice work on the outside. Keep it up. Okay, listen to me. When he misses with a punch, you count.
Round number 5 has arrived. Andre Bishop's out there for another round in a fight that he's been in complete control of so far.
Shake it off.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out from here. Stewart's cut is now changing the course of this fight.
Well, the fighter's been trying to do his job. Now the cornerman is the most important person right now in that ring. He has to do his job and stop that bleeding.
He has his target. He lands the straight right. Good double jab by Andre Bishop. Hits him in the mug with the right. Andre Bishop's up on the scorecards here. He's got to be up on the scorecards, but he is getting really pushed here.
Yeah, he is. You know, this is a development fight. This is a fight where you come out of it and you get better. That doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you just get another W. He is learning.
Halfway into round number 5 here. 2 snapping jabs by Andre Bishop. What a power punch by Andre Bishop.
There's no need to be on the inside, champ. Come on.
At this point, you have to feel that Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed. He continues to throw it here in the midst of this fight against Stewart. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. Reggie Stewart's almost out of it there. Oh, that's beautiful stuff, Teddy. That is beautiful work with that combination to score the knockdown.
Well, that's the benefit of putting them together. One sets up the other one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There is no doubt that Andre Bishop's right hand is perfectly fine. An impressive knockout victory with that right mitt. He takes care of Reggie Stewart in spectacular fashion.
Isaac, which Bishop brother hits harder?
Which Bishop brother hits harder? That's your question? I get these people. Well, neither one of them can punch like me. I can guarantee you that. But between the two of them, well, I'd say little Andre hits harder. I mean, the jailbird's washed up now. I mean, he was a genuine contender. But the big baby, well, the big baby has always been a pretender.
It doesn't get better than a good old-fashioned, meaningful heavyweight fight in Vegas. Glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, coming to you at the site of so many great heavyweight fights through the years, the Thomas and Mack Center.
Let's have a good, clean
Andre
fight.
Bishop
Touch
takes
him up and
on
let's go.
Dwight Cooper.
All right.
A lot of confidence coming from Andre Bishop as he starts round number 1. Remember, that victory against Reggie Stewart silenced a lot of critics. Dwight Cooper landed flush and trouble for Andre Bishop, as you can see the start of a cut over that right eye.
It's in a bad spot, too, right in the corner where it could run right into the eye and impair his vision.
There's Cooper putting out that jab. You can see the trouble that Bishop has had with it. And now you can see him zoning in on that cut. Is it just human nature when you've done that to somebody to want to go back to it more and more?
Yeah, it's kind of like the bull seeing that red cape. You know, his eyes open, he snorts a little bit more. He's coming for that.
Bishop snapping that jab. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Bishop able to land solidly against Cooper. Good 1-2 from Bishop. He landed that right hand flush against Cooper. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Good job protecting himself. Now you know why a lot of folks like this heavyweight version of Andre Bishop. Look at what he can do with that left hand. Great combination from Bishop. Look at the blood starting to flow now from the right eye of Andre Bishop. That's a bad cut.
Well, the corner has to do their job. They have to get the medicines in there. They have to put pressure on. But they also have to remind their fighter, okay, give us a chance for this medicine to work. When you go out there, don't go after him. Move around a little bit, play defense. Give what we did a chance to work.
You gotta win these early rounds for me. You're not shooting your jab.
Start of round number 2, and you know Dwight Cooper is going to be targeting that cut above the eye of Andre Bishop. The thing you have to question is how much work was the corner of Andre Bishop able to do in curbing that bleeding after the first round. And just grabbing onto his opponent. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom.
Move.
You can see Andre Bishop now is employing a lot of defense. He has those hands up high, trying to protect that cut eye. And now he brings the left hand upstairs.
Cover up, cover up.
Good jab by Cooper.
Yeah!
Cooper's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. How about that left hand? Solid right by Andre Bishop. Bishop with a nice combination. A good old 1-2 landing on Dwight Cooper.
Finish with the hook. That's where you want to be.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight.
Let's see some defense.
Cooper's blocking ability is doing well for him there. It's one thing for the corner of Andre Bishop to tend to that cut between rounds, but Bishop himself has to protect it, and he's doing a good job of blocking punches that are targeting it from Cooper. Nice work on the right hand by Andre Bishop. And that's the end of round 2.
This is it. You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands in there. All right, let's go. Keep your hands up. Right?
And round number 3 is underway. Andre Bishop's got speed, no doubt about it. You can see his ability to land combinations with ease.
Yeah, but what you want to see now is how effective he is down the road with that speed. Does he place his punches? Is he intelligent with that speed?
Bishop now utilizing that jab against Cooper. Very accurate two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Inside! Nice work.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Dwight Cooper. Cooper's able to land a nice, clean left hand. See, this is exactly what Andre Bishop's corner has been telling him. You got to keep those hands up. You have to protect that cut. He cannot allow Cooper to have a target to go after. A leveling uppercut by Cooper.
Keep your head moving.
Body.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Able to show you his blocking ability. Now you can see Bishop taking advantage of the countering opportunities, getting that right hand over Cooper's jab. Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. Give credit to Dwight Cooper. He has gone on the attack against that cut over the eye of Andre Bishop. He's trying to earn himself a TKO victory here.
Just get on the inside and you work. You work, all right? Side to side.
Now that looks like a middleweight fighting a heavyweight there. Look at the hand speed from Bishop.
And that's exactly the advantage he was going to need coming into this fight to beat the bigger man.
Cooper smashed by a hook. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Great movement to get away from those punches. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Just like that.
90 seconds to go here in this round. A well-placed overhand right. Andre Bishop needs to be so careful right now that the ref doesn't stop that fight because Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Level up your punches.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Cooper. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. Teddy, I'll tell you what I like out of that round from Andre Bishop. It's a building block. He has a lot to look forward to the rest of this fight now.
Yeah, it's confidence, gives him a little momentum, and it also shows you his amateur background. I mean, he showed you that he can do things inside and outside. Hundreds of amateur fights will teach you that.
Breathe now. Breathe through your lungs. Very good, very good. There you go. You're looking very good.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. A headshot blocked. I think Bishop scored really well there. He just damaged his opponent with that power shot upstairs. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically
You need
talked
to
about
keep
was
that head
that
moving.
when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down, you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not.
Cooper's hurt by a big shot. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. He just fought the other guy's fight, and now it's not his fight at all. He is down.
No, he should have been on the inside. He pulled out into a world of trouble, a world of punches.
Able to get up to his feet after that knockdown, but Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
See that coming. Let's go.
This is a real concern now for Andre Bishop as Dwight Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. He could get a TKO victory here if that continues. Cooper's lack of defense right now is showing up. His opponent's scoring with the right hand consistently.
Yes, he's found a target for that early on, and he's just staying with it. Nothing fancy.
Good step back counter punch there.
Working the jab. Good.
And round 5 comes to an end.
Get on the cut. Now listen, Andre. Hands up, okay? Hands up. Don't worry about the cut. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay? Now let's keep your hands up.
All right, breathe. Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Get some water in you. You're good. You all right? You okay, right? Breathe for me. Now listen, you threw a wide punch and he caught you. You're gonna tighten up your punches, all right?
The start of the 6th round. Andre Bishop's performance right now, to this point in the fight, has been exactly what his trainer has wanted to see. The question is, can he keep it up for the second half of the fight? Look at that combination by Andre Bishop. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just the sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. Put together.
Oh, a crushing shot by Andre Bishop. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Doubles up the jab. Now a well-placed hook to the head. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Andre Bishop. Cooper's getting back to basics. A good, solid jab. A good, clean, old 1-2 by Andre Bishop. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Scores up top with a left. Protecting his head well with his guard. And that's the end of round 6.
Go. It's time to let those hands go. Keep the pressure up. Move in.
Breathe. Listen, Andre, stay smart. Stay smart with your boxing.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Rushing uppercut by Andre Bishop.
That's it. That's it.
You see him timing that double jab to the head. Bishop's ability to just get to his opponent before his opponent gets to him. Showcase there, his hand speed is very good.
Yeah, it is, Joe. You know, it speaks to one of those old sayings that the trainers used to say, just get off first. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting off first.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Super two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. That's what Andre Bishop wants to do right there, land the right hand. Cooper's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Bishop's is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Now Bishop looking to counter Cooper, gets that right hand over Cooper's jab. And he's holding. A stabbing right hand comes in by Andre Bishop. Scores with the combo to the head. Oh, and he's got Bishop's corner. Looks like they're creeping up those steps. I think they may want this fight to be over soon.
I think they need to be responsible and understand that just like sometimes the tide goes out, and guess what? It's not coming back in until tomorrow. Well, this is enough for today. This fight is over. We're going to have another day when we come back prepared to do it again.
You gotta land a big punch now. No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Bishop's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that.
Stay away from those, come on!
Blocks that punch. Cooper's thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away, so as you said, those punches, aren't going to force their way through to the target, which they're doing right now. They're getting down to him. They're getting through to him.
Keep doing what you're doing.
And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. The halfway point of round number 8.
Keep moving.
You see him holding on.
Back to the bottom.
Landing 2 jabs by Andre Bishop. Cooper's the target of a hook. Bishop's taking more and more punishment as this round continues. This fight could be over soon.
And you just know the referee's taking a real close look at it right now. If it doesn't turn around this round, I think this will be the last.
Cooper's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Bishop could really use a pit stop here. He needs to refuel.
Yeah, he needs to tie up a little bit.
Carissi's game plan being executed perfectly by Andre Bishop in that last round. He has a lot of momentum.
Yeah, now when he gets back to the corner, of course, Gus only has to tell him, keep doing what you're doing. But a guy like Gus, he'll remind him, hey, it starts with the jab, always fundamentals.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
You're doing great. Hey, you got some of that too. Let's
Keeps
go.
his hands up defensively, protecting the head. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Cooper's defense is paying off now. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Cooper. Blocks the headshot. Solid left hand to the head.
You need to block more.
Cooper's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. Good block by Andre Bishop that time. He'd like to see more of that. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. What an excellent two-punch combo by Andre Bishop.
You got this.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Cooper's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Fires off that hook. Andre Bishop showing his superiority in that last round. That was an easy 3 minutes for him, and he's got momentum.
Yeah, what I like about him is we know that he has good ability, speed, power, but he also has the technique. That is the car that's going to drive the ability to where he wants to go.
Don't give up on me. You all right? Listen to me. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
This has been a sublime performance by Andre Bishop. He has been in control all night long as we're in the final round now.
This is where you want to keep your concentration. You don't want to slip up now on the way to the bank.
Scored well up top. Bishop's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
And he just holds on there.
Keep working the jab. Hit the body.
Double up your punches.
Two snapping jabs by Andre Bishop. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. One, two jabs up top. Solid counter punch by Andre Bishop.
Side to side. Move your head.
Nice strike after catching one by Dwight Cooper.
Get inside. Get inside.
see how he just set the table for that right hand after the jab. Parries that punch away.
Who's the ring? Who's the ring?
Andre Bishop getting back to basics, landing that right hand. Completely one-sided fight. At least that's the way we saw it.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw it any other way, you'd have to put a warning out the next time these judges judge a fight, kind of like on a pack of cigarettes. You know, this could be hazardous to your health. I mean, these guys could be hazardous to your career if they scored any other way.
Here's the official decision.
DL has agreed to a fight between you and Kogan Nichols. If we beat Nichols, we'll be in the top 10.
What are the conditions?
He says there aren't any.
There's always conditions with DL.
I'm sure we'll find out what they are. But we really need this fight.